The most luxurious honeymoon destinations in the world. After all of the stress that comes with organizing a wedding, deciding where to go on a honeymoon can be an exhausting undertaking in and of itself. If you were unable to find affordable overseas honeymoon places, it is highly recommended that you select a honeymoon location that is both well-known and luxurious. However, there is a lengthy range of luxury honeymoon packages to choose from. And the available time? Well, not an excessive amount. We have compiled a list of the top 10 wonderful honeymoon places that you should think about. Number 10. Bora Bora. Bora Bora, known as a playground for the affluent and famous, is without a doubt the most desirable location for a honeymoon in the globe's most luxurious parts of the planet. There are beaches covered in white sand, towering peaks that were formed by volcanoes, and aquatic activities that lead you through coral reefs. The extravagance of a picture-perfect Bora Bora honeymoon is added to by the luxury honeymoon resorts that are located on these small beaches, such as the Street Regis Bora Bora Resort and the Pearl Beach Resort Bora Bora. Number 9. The state of Hawaii. When it comes to the most spectacular places in the United States to spend a honeymoon, the volcanic archipelago of Hawaii and Oceania is without a doubt at the top of the list. If Hawaii's luscious beaches, coral reefs, volcanoes, and other picture-perfect landscapes haven't already convinced you to spend your honeymoon there, the state's opulent honeymoon resorts certainly will. It doesn't matter if you're talking about the Sheraton Kauai Resort, the Hyatt Regency Maui Resort and Spa, or the Hilton Hawaiian Village Waikiki Beach Resort. The phrases luxury and romance are going to be synonymous with any of these properties. Number 8. The islands of Fiji. The South Pacific is home to some breathtakingly gorgeous islands, and Fiji is not an exception to this rule. On your honeymoon in Fiji, you may anticipate having a lovely time thanks to the country's azure oceans, private beaches, glistening sands, exciting water activities, and luxurious honeymoon resorts. Things to do include staying in one of the breathtaking luxury villas, taking a dip with your significant other in one of the infinity pools, basking in the sun on one of the beaches, indulging in a couples massage at the spa, and participating in a variety of water sports. Number 7. Central America's Costa Rica. It's difficult to find a place that can compete with Costa Rica's spectacular natural hot springs and diverse array of fauna. The focus on pura vida, which is all about happiness and emotional ties to people and your surroundings, will be something that honeymooners will enjoy immensely. Because of its volcano, hot springs that reach temperatures of 38 degrees Celsius, and suspended tropical walkways, Arenal National Park is a popular location for ecotourism. Isla Jesusiga is the place to go if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of the mainland. You may go glamping, have a romantic supper on the beach, and take a kayak out at night to see the bioluminescent plankton. All of these activities are available. Number 6. The French. Paris may be the most romantic city in the entire planet. It exudes beauty in every nook and cranny, from the lofty heights of Montmartre to the historic Pont Neuf Bridge and the bustling Left Bank area. You may combine a visit to Paris with one to the castles in the Loire Valley for an unforgettable vacation in France. The country is ideal for road trips. Plan a trip to the Château de Chambord, which may be found in the center of the largest enclosed park in all of Europe. Another fantastic option is the island of Corsica, which is located off the coast of France. There are a lot of hotels with lovely views that look out over the Mediterranean Sea. Sailing to the Lavezzi archipelago and taking a walking tour of medieval Calvi are two activities that could be combined. Number 5. The Greeks. When you think of this country, you might see the stunning islands of Greece, such as Santorini, as the first thing that comes to mind. This resort in Greece is well known for its scenic lanes and whitewashed buildings, both of which are frequently featured on social media. Combining a honeymoon in Santorini with a trip to Crete or Sifnos, another one of Greece's undiscovered treasures, is simple. On this less well-known island, you may see the picture-perfect harbor of Chimeras as well as the castle that dates back to medieval times in Castro. If you got the time, you could extend your trip to include Milos, which is another island in the Cyclades that is naturally beautiful. If you want to spend your honeymoon traveling to several islands, it is a good idea to book your accommodations and transportation in advance through a reliable tour company. During the summer months, there is a restricted amount of last-minute availability. Number 4. Italy. You will have a difficult time deciding where to go on your luxurious honeymoon in Italy because there are so many options. Everyone's vacation needs can be addressed, whether they lean more toward a coastal vacation along the Amalfi Coast or a city break in Rome. Many people believe that Venice is one of the most romantic cities in the whole wide world. It is recommended that, if at all feasible, you schedule your trip to the island during the shoulder seasons of spring and fall. For a honeymoon that takes place in 2 different parts of Italy, you can easily take a train from Venice to Florence. Combining a short stay in Florence with some time spent in the Tuscan countryside is yet another appealing vacation choice. Experience Florence with the assistance of a knowledgeable local guide. gain expedited entry to the Uffizi Gallery, and peruse all of the regional delicacies available at the San Lorenzo Market. Number 3. Japan. Although Kyoto and Tokyo are both wonderful places to visit for a honeymoon, many other wonderful places in Japan are not as well known. The natural hot springs known as onsen can be found on the island of Kyushu and in the region known as Oita. You can ride one of Japan's famous bullet trains on the journey from Tokyo to Kanazawa. These trains travel at speeds of up to 300 kilometers per hour. Temples and gardens of stunning aesthetic value can be found in this UNESCO creative city of crafts and folk arts. Visit the old samurai schools after you have a cup of tea in a chaya, which is a typical Japanese tea house. The Kanen no Miya Imperial Family Villa in Hakone National Park is home to the Gorokaden Ryokan, which may be found within the grounds of the villa. A number of their Japanese suites feature individual warm tubs that are open to the air. Number 2. The Maldives. The Maldives are often regarded as one of the best places in the world to celebrate a honeymoon due to the country's picture-perfect beaches, overwater bungalows, and private plunge pools. The Bad Atoll is a tropical paradise that is home to a world-class spa that draws its inspiration for treatments from the natural world. Make your honeymoon one to remember by making reservations for a private screening of a film outside. A meal on the beach with candlelight is another memory that will stay with you forever. Number 1. Mexico. Mexico is one of the top destinations to visit if you want your honeymoon to be memorable on all fronts, from the culinary to the cultural to the relaxing. Even though Tulum is one of the most well-known places in Mexico, the country as a whole is an excellent destination for road trips. The Yucatan Peninsula is a fairly well-known vacation spot for people all over the world. Cancun should be your first stop, after which you should proceed to the Riviera Maya. Cozumel is a fantastic location for scuba diving thanks to its massive coral reef, which is among the largest in the world. Another stunning island, Holbox prioritizes ecotourism and prides itself on its preservation. You may take a car to Valladolid, which is famous for its stunning colonial architecture, and arrive there in about 1 hour. For an adventure that will live long in your memory, book a private tour to Chichen Itza, one of the world's most famous archaeological sites. Include the Valley of Oaxaca on your honeymoon itinerary for an authentic experience of Mexico away from the typical tourist routes. You can take a tour of the villages that are famous for their traditional ceramics and textiles if you hire a private guide. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.